Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Michelle here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Ashad, and he's selling his Amazon FBM and FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. Welcome to the show, Ashad. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm glad to have you here today, and I'm looking forward to learning more about your business. But before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of it. It's an Amazon FBM and FBA business in the home niche created in August 2016. The average monthly revenue for the business is $64,054, and it makes an average of $19,134 per month in net profit. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 55541 to learn more about the business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, let's see what's included. So what we're looking at is an Amazon Seller Central account with 931 SKUs, a trademark, supplier relationships and contracts, and employee relationships and contracts. So Ashad, let's hear from you. What can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
First of all, thank you for having me on board regarding selling my business on your platform. Actually, I started selling on eBay first in 2016-17, and then after an year of selling that product, I thought it's better to basically jump in on other platforms as well, like Etsy or Amazon. And then I got to know from one of my friends, they were actually selling products on Amazon and eBay as well. And I was studying at that time and I was doing some other stuff as well, but I need to have money in to run my daily expenses, monthly expenses. So rather than doing job, I thought it's better to start selling online. So for that thing, I made my individual account. Then I converted that individual account to professional account, and then I started selling products. And I did sell various products. Then I came at one point. I decided I got knowledge after 5 or 6 months selling on Amazon. I should focus on one niche and then one product with certain variations so that I can generate revenue. Then after that, I came to know that there are different business models on Amazon. So I opted FBM model, and then after that I opted FBA model, and now here I am.
All right. And so why did you choose this niche? What drew you to the home niche?
When I chose that niche basically is very popular all around the world on Amazon platform, and the products were easy to find for that niche.
How does your business primarily make money? You were talking about starting with FBM.
Yeah, I started with FBM because there were some kind of pandemic kind of things. And then at that time, there were the stock limitations as well. But then after pandemic, I converted that business from FBM to FBA. And now almost more than 60% of revenue is coming from FBA.
And why have you made the change to FBA?
I think FBA is more flexible, and for sellers like us, if I want to grow, I need to have more time focusing on other aspects of my business rather than doing all things on my own, giving in the buyer messages and then replying to buyer messages and then packing of goods and then delivering parcels, everything. So I think although I have team that mentioned in my business assets, and I think FBA business model is very seller friendly, and there is much more chance of having growth in private label business rather than FBM.
So you've got a profitable business and you're working on making it even more hands-off for yourself and for a potential buyer. So why have you decided to sell the business now?
Actually, I have some other plans as well to start some offline businesses. So for that thing, I thought it's better to sell that profitable business, although it's doing very good. But I wanted to sell that good point where I can get good money, and the buyer who is gonna buy that, he can grow that business as well. and sell that business if he wants to sell, or if he wants to keep that business and get like enjoy the growth of that business. It depends on him.
What can you tell us about something that you've learned from this business that you'll apply to future businesses?
The most important thing which I learned from this business is to be consistent, to be punctual, to be regular. We need to do tasks on time because online business is very, you can say, time taking, and you need to be on toes every time because, for example, if something goes wrong with business, that can basically disturb that business. So I learned that thing. For better understanding of business, to run an online business in better way, one should be very regular, punctual, and consistent. So that thing I'm going to apply on my other business ventures as well.
And you've had this business for a while. Did you try things that didn't work for the business that you had to adjust?
That's a part of every business. I think whenever someone starts a new thing, there are some difficulties. So same happened to me as well. When I started that business, I did not know what is Amazon FBA, what is Amazon FBM. So I launched one or two products, they got failed. I invested money in that, they got failed. But that's a part of business. But with the passage of time, I quickly learned that what the mistakes I was doing, and I basically worked on those things, and then I recovered well, and then I basically launched that current product with different colors and size variations and clicked, and now it's running fine.
Oh, great. So, can you tell us where the majority of your traffic comes from?
Almost 100% traffic is coming from Amazon platform. I'm doing PPC, and nothing like external traffic is coming on. Everything is genuine, organic through PPC from Amazon platform.
And other than PPC, are you doing anything else in terms of marketing?
No, the whole business has like grown organically through PPC, and then through PPC vouchers, and that's.
And if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
That would be a strange thing, but my answer would be like, people say that we will add new products, we will add new sizes, we will add new ASINs. As you can see in my like Amazon listing, there are already many ASINs. So I would decrease the number of ASINs, okay, and I would more focused on the most selling products which have like low competition and high profit margin.
And what are some other major opportunities for growth? I know you sell primarily in the UK, only in the UK. Is that correct?
Exactly, and that's a major opportunity as well. If someone can basically easily, that's a very easy kind of business to expand it to other European countries as well, like Germany, France, Italy. So that's the main basically scope of growth for this business as well. Apart from that, right now there's a scope of increasing the price of like certain products as well, which can increase the profit.
And can you describe the process of getting your inventory to Amazon?
Actually, we order our required quantity to our supplier, which is based in UK. Then he prepared a whole quantity within a very quick time because the supplier is very good, very cooperative, and always deliver on time. And then basically we print Amazon FBA stickers, labels on boxes through UPS courier, and then we just basically call UPS and they come in to basically pick parcels from our like warehouse, and then they deliver it to Amazon warehouse, and that's it.
I think that's an important point to highlight for your business is you are using a UK-based supplier, so your turnaround time is a lot shorter than someone who's using a supplier based in China.
Exactly, that's the main thing.
And do you find that your costs are also lower as far as shipping goes?
Yes, because a supplier is from UK and the manufacturing of that product is within UK. So that's the main thing, and that's the main benefit. The lead time is very short as compared to Chinese suppliers. And you know that after pandemic there is a global issue of supply chain, of course, and then the prices are getting high. But in my case, the prices are still very good, and the delivery time is very good as well.
And since you're transitioning to more FBA sales, can you just briefly describe the amount and type of work that you personally do on this business for maintenance?
As I mentioned before, initially that was like FBM business because of pandemic. I had to launch that through FBM model, but now more sort of like FBA model. Most of the revenue is coming from like FBA listing and with a less number of SKUs, which is a good thing. And I hired a VA agency who is looking after like PPC stuff and then the product ranking stuff, listing as well. And then there is one guy there in my warehouse who does packing of parcels orders for Amazon FBM, and that's it.
All right. And so right now you're basically communicating with the supplier, checking your inventory, and overseeing your two employees.
Yes, exactly.
And what skills or requirements do you think there are for someone who's not familiar with your niche or your business model?
Actually, I would love to have a buyer who got some kind of knowledge of Amazon. In that way, he will have better understanding of my niche. Yeah, although that niche is very popular, and I don't think so there will be any kind of problem to any buyer who's gonna buy my business regarding getting familiar with my niche and the product. But I would rather say that that would be good if that buyer will have a good understanding of Amazon business, how to basically list products, how to rank products. Although VA can do that thing, I got a very good professional VA and then the supplier as well. Okay, everything is in place, but the new supplier should have at least reasonable knowledge of Amazon business so that he can run that business efficiently and get growth.
And with a profitable business that is increasingly hands off, you've got a really good thing going here, but every business comes with a risk. And so, what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
I don't think so. There is any risk with that business in terms of product which I am selling. If you talk about other risk factors, as I told you before, if somebody is punctual, somebody is regular, somebody is consistent, then there is not going to be any risk involved in that business. It's very safe niche, very safe product. It's evergreen product. So I don't think so. There is any risk involved in terms of product.
And would you be willing to commit to a non compete?
It depends. I would prefer to have everything upfront, but if there is a good offer, then I can think about that. But I would love to have everything upfront so that I can basically totally focus on my other business ventures.
Oh, right. That was for the earnout for the terms of your offer. And that is a very fair response. We do hear that from a lot of sellers. And are you willing to agree not to compete with the business that you're selling at this time?
Yes, for sure. I will not compete with that new buyer.
Great. And how much support are you offering buyers?
I would be more than happy to support that buyer initially. Or he can call me, he can schedule a call with me, or I can basically have Zoom call or Skype call. It depends on that buyer. I'll be more than happy to help that buyer.
Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Actually, on Amazon, most of the buyers want to have a product which is not seasonal product, consistent sales, a certain amount of growth as well. And if I tick all these boxes, that the product I am selling is very good in terms of seasonality because that product is evergreen and the product is in a very good niche, very good profit margins, good potential of growth as well, not only in UK but in other European countries as well.
And is there anything else that you'd like to share about your business that we might not have covered?
No, I think we have covered everything. If you have any question, then you can ask me. I'm more than happy to answer any question regarding that business.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much for your time today. It's been a pleasure to learn more about you and your business.
Thank you. Same here. Have a nice day.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 55541. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.